The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's second down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Fournette is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Rodgers now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Now motion left with Mooney.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They'll set up to throw.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This goes out wide from Madison. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Running for it, here's Cook.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
from 21 yards away.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. 2nd and 10.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop to throw.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Trey?
Maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
And this will be caught by Mooney. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 44 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Patterson now for the extra point. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw again.
He gets it to Addison.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Addison hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Leonard Fournette, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Jets 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They're going to look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Osborne motions left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
So we hit past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch at a first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Brings up 3rd down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Shifts by him, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Vikings.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The York on now for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets first down.
Here's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Up the gun, Fournette. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going to look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The New York set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st down, Rodgers being chased out left.
And this one too low.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for.
And it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw.
To Jefferson on the slant.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Leonard Fournette
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Vikings use the short field to get in for 6.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really